I don't care if you've been celebrating Kissinger's death all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the Vista. Smoke me out with all that dank shit, fam, on my lap. Oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
You know what? I'm not even sure I'm actually on your list. Just saying. But I still can't get over Pat Morita doing an impression of Red Fox. I'm still fucked up over it.
That shit was funny. On my far right.
Actually, it wasn't funny. Actually.
All right. On my far right, engineering on the 1 to 2, Stoke People out on the 3 to 4, Chronos.
Feliz cumpleaños, mija. And also, I am not a fan of HOAs a couple days in. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Yes, happy birthday to Riley.
Yeah, it's a birthday today. She turns 7 years old.
Wow.
7 años.
There you go. We back up in this motherfucker one more time. I think Blue and Stitch are in the wind doing their thing. But start us off with some stats, Cronus.
I'm trying to get there. Listener of the week would be Young Sam. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. I'm still trying to get into the chat, so bear with me here for a second. Oh, it didn't give me the studio. That's why.
I wonder if Young Sam is related to Young Neil, like from the Scott Pilgrim show.
Maybe. Young Sam.
It took me a long time to figure out that was a play on Neil Young.
Oh, really? That is
hilarious. Really? It took you that long?
It took me watching the anime. I was like, oh shit, yeah, Neil Young. Why didn't I get that?
Yeah, it's hella funny, and they make fun of him because like he's actually not that young.
Mm-hmm. Papa Bear was in the chat. And he also said that my Spanish is good. I think the stupid pop-up came up.
Did he say it was good or bueno?
I mean, bueno. He said the whole thing in Spanish.
Good shit.
He said, su español es muy bueno. I think he meant tu español, but it's all right.
Oh, yeah. Make sure he got that accent mark over the right vowels and shit, man. Come on now.
Actually,
roll to Mars.
I don't know.
Roll to Mars, goddammit. We can see Mexico from here. Anyway.
I had to listen to there was a podcast to listen to called Coffee Break Spanish. And there was an episode on just how to do the R sound. Mm-hmm. It made it way easier. I was just like, oh, it's like the where you put your tongue in your mouth. It's right behind your teeth.
There you go.
And there's different kinds. Because there's the R. And then there's the double R, which is the R. And I was just like, oh, all right. That makes it easier.
Whatever fucking works, man.
Yeah.
I understand more than I can speak it. I will say that, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, especially being here, it's easy to pick up on a lot of Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Espanol.
There you go.
I feel like it's essential where you guys live.
Be surprised.
Yeah, I mean you can get by. You can get by with a whole lot, but
so old man, I heard you got a bacchiotomy.
Oh man, I will tell you this. I got my back blown out, and I don't mean that in any kind of gay way.
You went to jail?
What? Dingo's up in there.
Yeah, dude. I felt like I dropped the soap in the Booty Warriors prison, man. Goddamn, my back was spasming out like crazy for multiple days. I had to go into urgent care yesterday. Got a few injections in my booty cheeks, and now I'm 90% back to normal. So
did they use peanut butter and jelly, or what's going on here?
First you get the peanut butter, then the jelly.
Oh, okay.
Damn. You got your cheese clap. God dang.
Yeah, it was not a Brazilian butt lift. I will tell you that. But
a BBL.
Yeah. No BBLs going on. But
you got your cheese clap is what happened, bro.
Pretty fucking much, man. You know what I felt like? I felt like goddamn Miles Morales in the movies where he was in the wrong universe and was glitching out. Or, Peter B. Parker.
Yeah.
Because mid-sentence, my shit would just activate with the smallest of fucking movements. And I would be in some spiking pain on a scale of 1 to 10, 7.5, 8 at times. And good times.
So people forget about your back's very important.
Yep.
Without your back, you'd be an invertebrate.
Yep. All bad. But today's a better day. I'll probably go back into the office tomorrow, but I missed all week. So it is what it is.
Did you get some damage done?
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of what was it? Call of Duty Zombies. Learning a whole bunch of shit. There's a lot. I will give Old Ninja credit. There's a lot of fucking secrets in that game. Like
I told
more
you.
than I thought there was.
Mm-hmm. There's all kinds of shit.
Like
Oh.
you can feed. I didn't know this until what was it yesterday. You can feed some hellhounds some meat, and then just become your pet.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
thought,
like that's cool, but they really need to do like all the additions are cool, but it doesn't like take away from the fact that you're just playing one level and it's literally like a step back from the last one. I'm still very certain of that.
I
mm,
do miss the rounds, and even for like the people who were like old school zombie fan streamers, like that was part of the fun from even watching other people's streams where they would like make it effortlessly to round 100 or whatever
Yeah,
in like an hour. That was kind of cool. Um, but slowly but surely, I'm getting the hang of this and liking like the zone 3 bosses are ridiculous. I don't like running out of time. I still don't like running out of time with that shit. But
yeah.
supposedly there's a way to work on that and
Well,
give yourself some additional time.
I keep thinking back to like the old zombies
Mm-hmm.
of like World War II, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the original one, right?
Yep.
And that one was like it's so much different than what it is now. Like because before you had to like you started off in a very small section of the map and you had to like work your way up to opening up the map. And the fact that in this one the map is wide open, like I don't think that it fits so well in this. Like I don't know. Like it's cool to have more of an open world, but it kind of sucks because you're not like confined to a certain area, and like the way you unlock your weapons is kind of I don't know. I'm not. I'll still play it, but I kind of miss the old ones.
I, I definitely get it. I mean, there's pros and cons. The one thing I do like better on this one compared to some old ones, not all, but I never liked the puzzles of finding the power source in order to activate the machines
Yeah.
that would sell you certain sodas. And I'm glad they eliminated at least that in the open map. Like if you run into a vending machine that sells Juggernog sodas or uh, Deadshot Daiquiri or anything like that on the map, it's already on. You don't have to find the power source. I do like that, but I do miss the rounds. I do.
Yeah, I missed the rounds like a lot because
mm,
yeah, and it's like it was endless, and you could just like end it kind of. And this one you can end when you want to too. Actually, you can end it whenever you want, right? Really, right?
Yep. Yep.
But
yeah,
I
you
miss the
can
old
literally
ones.
drop off and then leave. You can
Yeah,
literally drop off and just take off.
but the
Actually, I don't miss a round personally.
really,
Yeah, I didn't care for the rounds. This one because I really like DMZ. I like the fact. So for new players, this gives you the chance to feel out your own way. Like if you're a new player, you can literally just hang out in like the ring, the outer ring, and it can be at the level where you can learn and not get overwhelmed. And like if you want to challenge yourself, you literally just cross into the next zone, and it gives you a pretty decent challenge, especially if you don't pack a punch. You're in for a lot of trouble, a lot of hurt. Like it will take like a lot of bullets to put like one like regular zombie down, and there's more specialized zombies in the zone too. Zone 3, there's like there's like 3 hidden bosses or 2 hidden bosses and like one big ass boss that everyone gets to see. And like if you run into true challenge, you can get there and wild out if you want, or try to test yourself, see if you can survive, or you can go in there and just you can literally type into the chat like, "Hey, we're in zone 3. If you want to help us out or come be a part of the craziness, meet us at these coordinates." And like people just run. I've seen people just go in. You can look on the map. You see a bunch of blue dots running in circles as they're trying to survive. And it's like it's pretty interesting and pretty cool to see people trying to help each other out. And like in the old zombies, you had like 3 to maximum 4 people. This one can have 6 in a squad, and technically you have the whole map that can help you or not. So I think this gives a nice little community like game mode that I happen to like a lot because I was playing the other day and me and my squad mate, we both died. It was just the 2 of us, and we just he like wanted to quit. I'm like, let's just fucking plead out and let's see what happens. So we just waited. We waited like 3 minutes, and some guy in his car just rolled up, jumped out, revived both of us, and took off.
yeah, it'd be
We're
helpful.
back up in it. I was like, oh, you can't do that in the old zombies. So I like that aspect a lot. Also, like if you do your story missions, I guess what they're called. There's a part where you can literally take off to another version of the map, and the time resets. So you end up going and completing the mission. It's a lot more fast paced. You can be there for like another 40 minutes. So you can spend like literally 80 minutes doing zombies, which is I think more than enough time. But then once you get to that point, you can keep going back because I guess there's other missions there as well. But you can play however you want, which I like this a bit more. Like I'm not
I
depending
want to
on
play
like
like Street Fighter. Can I
here's
do that?
what's up.
I said I want to play like Street Fighter. Can I do that?
You can, yeah. You can just come in and start punching people.
Yeah.
You can you can't pack a punch of fist, but you can do like I forgot what it is, but you can do like the shit with your hand, with your fist, and you just start punching people, punch zombies, and explode, and then just keep going, until like you get knocked down. So, but yeah, you can kind of do it that way. Pretty awesome.
Have you guys all used multiple wonder weapons?
I haven't used
Yeah,
any
I
yet.
got them from magic bosses.
I've
So
only played
yeah.
a couple times though, so I've only played like maybe 4 times, and one of them didn't
Okay.
count because the fucking game crashed and I didn't get shit for it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was pissed about that.
that sucked. Yeah.
The one I like the wonder. I've only used the one that binds you in like the electricity, and then they had a ray
Wonder
gun
Stuff.
as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The ray gun I was familiar with from whatever the zombies was with the gladiator shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the
We'll do
ray
a
gun
little
has been
bit.
in all of them, to be honest.
Probably
I think
right.
you had to like. I'm pretty sure you had to do in the previous ones. You had to work your way to like round 10 or more to get it. Because I remember getting it in like the Black Ops one. It wasn't easy to get. This
No.
one, I mean, it's not necessarily hard to get, but it is a little bit of work, depending.
It
But
works
yeah,
on
I've gotten that.
it
What's up?
works on crowds really, really fucking well. I will say the wonder weapons, and then when you
Yeah,
pack a
it's
punch,
cool. Pack a punch him. Yeah, hell yeah, it's fucking dope.
That's one thing I do like
Um,
about the new additions, or the I guess newish additions to you know, the zombie modes is the pack and punch thing. I love that. And
mm-hmm.
because the old zombies you couldn't do that. You just got like you have to buy the weapons. And they
Yep,
kind of got, even though they still have buying weapons in the game, but nobody buys weapons in the game. So
exactly.
there's really no point.
not unless you need it for a mission, but nobody buys a weapon.
Yeah,
Well, actually, there's a caveat. People don't buy regular weapons; they buy legendary weapons, which are
yeah,
not easy to get.
yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah,
But
I'm having a good time with it. I mean, I've been doing the missions because the missions give you stuff. And the thing that's cool now is that you can start a mission and literally pack a punch your weapon as soon as you land.
yeah,
It gives you these crystals. You consume them, and boom, you can literally get to level 3 if you have the right crystals.
Yeah, those things I like, but I wish they just mixed it up a little bit more. Like maybe I just missed the part where you can like progress to like different maps. Like the fact that it's
yeah.
all one map is just kind of, especially because it all kind of looks the same.
I get it.
Yeah, I just wish
I mean, I kind of get
like,
it, but
take,
I mean, it's not a small map. It's a big ass map.
I know it's not small, but it still looks relatively similar. So, like, take the unless there's parts I haven't been to, but like take the good parts of the the new systems that they put in, and then like just have like the different routes. Because like in the old one where it's like they still had huge maps, but then there was like 3 or 4 or 5 different like maps you can go to. I really enjoy that this new one. It's just like it's always the kind of the same.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of lame.
So I would say wait. We haven't had season 1. I've seen bits and pieces of what's coming. So
I understand like the whole they could do this fuck that. Like the other game you got those things
what's coming
from the jump. Like you didn't have to wait, you know what I mean?
Oh,
especially
okay.
given the fact that let's just be honest, this is probably one of the worst Call of Duty games ever. Like when it comes to like the amount of content that we're getting, we paid $70 for what, a fucking 6-hour campaign. And
Yeah,
the zombie mode is like one map, and the multiplayer is a mismatch of like old levels and stuff. Like it's not a whole lot of new content for $70.
You're spot on with that. Especially if you played Modern Warfare 2, it has a lot of recycled stuff, or even Modern Warfare 1, it does have a lot of recycled stuff. Obviously, I missed zombies in Modern Warfare 2 because it just wasn't in there. But Yeah. The other thing I'll say that I missed from even the Cold War zombies was, remember those rooms that you had to go into where it would be like an upstairs and downstairs, and the zombies would just be flooding in with the dogs and all of that.
Yeah, I missed that. And like building like the walls and stuff. I missed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
But
kind of have it, but they kind of
yeah, with the
don't.
infestations. Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of miss some of that, but yeah, the rounds were awesome. I will say this: I do like start off with multiple sodas, like
Mm.
right from the
That is
jump. I
cool.
do like
Yeah.
that, because when you get like, I don't know, 10 sodas and your triple pack a punch, you feel like a fucking god.
Mm.
So that's cool.
And I do
But
really
yeah,
like the mercenaries that jump in.
Oh
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh, look at this. I have internet
Yep.
problems for the first time ever. Thank you, Newhouse. I went from
Uh
2
oh.
gig
Oh
fiber
damn.
to sort of gig broadband.
Uh oh.
Mm.
It should be fine though.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well,
We'll
let us
keep it
know
going.
if you have any technical glitches, but yeah, it's a mixed bag. I'm having fun when I am, but then like I got on there with like Jen and B Boy Frost Hobby a couple nights ago, and of course we went to level 3 because we thought we were big and badass, and we got fucking mollywop trying to get some gas. There were zombies there, literally in a fucking tank like vehicle. Them zombies, level 3 zombies, just tore our fucking vehicle to shreds.
Yeah,
Like
dude,
destroyed.
you cannot stay still in level 3. You
Nope.
have to keep it moving, or else you're done,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Because they horde on you like very very quickly, and they all run at you. They don't like stumble. They all run. I'm like,
Yep.
holy shit. So
Yep.
you got to
So
come in stacked or getting ready. So if not, what I try to do, usually pack a punch for level 3s on the edge of the zone area. We try to go in, pack a punch, and then get the fuck out, or like get out, get what we need, then come back and try to do what we can try to do. That's not so easy. It sounds pretty simple, but it ain't. It's not really that simple. That's where people usually end up dying and losing their stuff. So it's pretty
yeah,
interesting.
and to me, you need multiple people that have their specials. Like at least one or two people with the healing orb or healing
Yeah,
aura.
at least
I got
one.
that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
at least one.
someone with that frost one for big hordes kind of helps too.
Mm,
So I don't know.
mm.
It's got some challenge to it for
Yeah,
sure.
you do. Yeah, you definitely you can't go into 3 with like a non elemental weapon. Like you have to. I mean, they give them out not for free, kind of for free, but you can't go in and not like add napalm or scatterblast or something to your weapon. You got to come in with something on there to help out the team and just for you to survive. So
Yeah,
if not, you're dead.
and
There's a lot of crazy stuff. There's a bunch of hidden bosses. There's like hidden stuff. I still haven't gotten to the hidden cache. I know how to get to it, but I never get a chance to get to it with the squad because everyone wants to do their own thing, and like it turns into like a it turns into like a round robin. Like, hey, I need this done. Let's do this. I need this done, so everyone gets to do their thing, and it ends up eating up all the time. Because usually what we need to do is on the other side of the fucking map. So
you know what I finally was able to do? I was able to fucking shame randos into fucking using their goddamn mic because I talked about them so
mm,
fucking badly. And it wasn't one of these
yeah.
things where they were intimidated for saying like, "Oh, it's all male." But everybody was a dude, but just one person was like going off on their own. I was like, "Well, hey, fuck that guy," and then they were down. I was like, "Yeah, we're not going to revive him." Because me and the other rando were having a good ass time and doing our shit. And then they finally like, "Hey, can you come help me?" Oh,
Oh,
I see you got a
yeah,
mic now,
no,
motherfucker.
bro,
Yeah,
bro, you should have been on your mic.
I mean, there's really
yeah,
like, I
I
mean,
can't stand that, dude.
if you have a PS5, you have a mic. Like
exactly.
it's built in. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure the Xbox does too. Is the mic built
That's
in?
what comes with. They come with each new console comes with headsets. You don't get it
Well,
like
okay,
the great ones, but they give you a headset no matter
but
what.
that's something you could like lose or just fuck it. But the PS5, you
You
literally have
still
no
get
fucking
it.
excuse. Like it's
Yeah.
in your
Yeah, the
controller.
controller.
If you're playing the game, you have a microphone.
Yep.
They
Yep.
don't use it. If people don't, they're on mute. And usually, like Prodigy said, they don't use it until they're down because they ran off thinking they're Rambo, and they're in level 1 too. They're like easiest area. And they
And
try to
look,
do something, and they go down.
I've said it before. I completely get it on multiplayer. There's plenty of times on multiplayer that I mute, you know, either the whole chat or like mute myself or whatever. Multiplayer, sometimes you just don't want to fucking hear people. But if we playing co-op and there's only 3 people, you're gonna need some help, or we at least need to all be working together towards, hey, we're doing this objective, or we're doing that one, or we're going to zone 2 or 3 or wherever the fuck we're going. So, yeah, I need to talk.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Speaking of audio and games, did you hear about Doritos?
No, what the fuck?
Doritos.
This is crazy, but also it's a real thing. Doritos has created the AI software. I put it in quotes, air quotes, that will noise cancel your crunching on your microphone.
Oh, I
Shut
love
the
it.
fuck
I've been
up.
crunching on the mic all the time. Y'all already
it
know.
automatically edits it. There's a couple other audio makers that do that too, but Doritos makes one that's that you can download. So
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
That's
Send the link
awesome.
out. That's great.
Yeah, because I be crunching on that mic. I be getting my chips, everything. I be crunching.
Can someone help
Crunching.
drown out the reggaeton that I always hear loud and fucking in the background and shit? People rapping over that shit.
Bro, for me, it's not reggaeton. It's always trap music
Yeah.
or some stupid ass fucking that fucking trash rap that's out there where they're just like not even rapping. They're just making sounds. I'm like, dude, turn that shit off.
are you hearing
I like-
somebody
I
talk in
can
the
hear.
background? Yeah.
Yeah.
That I kind of don't really, because most of the time when people in the background, it's usually an infant, so you can't be like, shut that baby up.
Yeah,
It's
you
kind of
can.
all bad.
Yeah, you can.
But I'm not
they
going
know
to
what to
because it's
do.
all bad.
They know what to do.
Yeah, it's all bad. I'm not doing that. But,
I
mean,
like-
I get the baby.
I like when you're playing against, I don't know, some 12 or 13-year-olds or playing with them or whatever. And, you hear the mom in the background, take the fucking garbage out, put away the dishes or something. And you're just like, God damn.
That's always funny.
Man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that all the time.
Do
The
you
best
ask
for
them,
me
hey,
is when
how
like,
does free rent feel?
oh damn. The best is when like these little, I'll hear exactly what Prodigy just said, and as soon as the mom's away, you hear the little kids say the most foulest shit. I'm just like, dude, your mom was just there. Like, how the fuck you talking about fucking somebody else's mom? Your mom was just right there. Like, what the fuck is happening out there?
Exactly.
I don't get it. It's very strange to me.
It's wild.
Very weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, all these little kids with just balls who haven't dropped, and they're talking about fucking people. I'm like,
yeah. Multiplayer is no fuck. I haven't even dipped my toe into multiplayer yet because I know it's going to be another 80,000 gig download or something. So right now I'm just working on zombies. It is what it is. Leveling up guns. You can now. What was the way to insure the shit? Like insure your
real quick before we go on to the insurance stuff. I think that what their strategy is for Call of Duty is that eventually they're just going to come out with Call of Duty hard drives.
There you go.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to be no longer a $70 game. It's going to be literally a $200 to $300 game. You're just going to buy the Call of Duty hard drive, and that's the thing. That's going for $300-$400, and that's the thing.
They only want you to have one game on your
drive.
main drive. That's the way they're fucking headed.
Anyway, the insurance. I didn't get that either. I don't understand the insurance thing.
Maybe old ninja.
Wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh, your insured weapon.
Yeah, insured weapon.
You don't get the insured weapon? Yeah. It's just like DMZ from Modern Warfare 2. And in your insured weapon is a weapon that you can use gunsmith on. So your contraband weapons you cannot modify. They come as they are. And that's it. You can only literally equip them or destroy them. And a insured weapon, you can bring in a weapon that you may need for a mission, because some of them will require that you need a specific scope or a specific weapon. You can bring that weapon in, and if you die, the weapon goes into cooldown. And usually the cooldown you can bring down by extracting money. The more money you extract, the more it brings down the cooldown. So you can do a match that'll cool down your weapon all the way, and you get your weapon right back. And you can bring them back into your match.
Let me ask you a quick question. Sorry, let me ask a quick question on it though, because maybe I'm just confused. If I buy a legendary from one of the walls or the mystery box, does that automatically become contraband, or can that be an insured?
No, it automatically becomes contraband, and furthermore, it does not become whatever rarity status it is. So, for instance, If you get a legendary weapon, it'll only be legendary for that match. Once you uh, extract it, it'll go to like the but it'll go white, which is basic, the basic of the basic weapon. So then you have to level up again. You have to get the little tools to level up to either uncommon, rare, or legend. Well, actually, I haven't seen one. Oh, there is one for legendary. I'm sorry. There's one for legendary. There's one for epic. So once you extract it, it is no longer legendary. But
Yeah, that
with
happened.
an insured weapon, you can modify the weapon however you want, and then bring it back in. And if you lose it, you just have to wait for it to cool down, and you get that weapon back. Especially if it's a weapon that you don't normally find in zombies, like a grenade launcher or rockets. You know, you kind of find them. There's other stuff. Uh, so, for instance, the one weapon that I've been using super heavily is a crossbow.
Mm.
So you can find crossbows in zombies, but they'll be a fixed crossbow. It'll have like maybe one or two attachments, and attachments that you may not need. It may not have a scope. If you have an insured crossbow, you can add a thermite tip. You can add whatever mods you want, and you can use that whenever, all through the match, and you keep using it. But if you lose it and you die, you have to wait for it to go into cooldown, and you get it right back, and then go back in with the same crossbow with all the mods that you had on it. So
I've played like, I don't know, 15 to 20 matches so far. I haven't come across this, but when I was watching some TikTok or stream or something, the guy was doing the dual wield. Is that like some perk you have to get?
So that is an insured weapon. Dual wield is
Ah,
an insured weapon. That's another thing too. So that is what you do. You just use the gunsmith for whatever pistol, and then you mod it out. You do the dual wields and the lasers and whatever kind of perks you want on it, and you spawn in dual wield. You can't do that by picking up a weapon from like a mercenary you killed. You
gotcha.
don't do that with
Okay.
the insured weapon.
All right, I'm gonna have to
So
keep that in mind because that
yeah,
shit's pretty
so
cool.
insured weapons are a great way to ensure that you get the maximum amount of kills based on how you want it. So for me, I've been doing the crossbow with the thermite tip. I drink the speed cola and then pack a punch it, and it's like I'm unstoppable. I'm
Mm,
literally god tier with that weapon. I literally killed the big three-headed creature in Zone 3 in like 15 seconds because I was able to shoot three. And I added Shatter Blast on it instead of the Napalm because I think
got-
Shatter Blast does more explosive damage. But
yeah.
you literally respawn, you literally reload in like a nanosecond. So I'm
Hmm.
shooting three at a time, reload, three at a time, reload, and it's like life is just going all the way down within seconds. And boom, I killed it. And there were 6 people trying to kill this thing, and like I guess it regenerates health. I fucking killed this thing literally almost by myself. I did 90% of the damage. The only time I didn't kill it is because I got it down to 10%. I had to get ammo, and someone else like just finished him off, and then it shat out a bunch of rewards, and everybody came running, and then they took off.
Can
So
you can you dual wield? Because the one I saw in the stream, it was like either SMGs or assault rifle. It was not pistols when I saw this guy was doing dual wield though.
it is pistols. You know what it is? It's the F-Tac Siege. So the F-Tac Siege is an auto pistol, but
Okay.
since it's classified as a pistol, you can wield it and just have dual machine pistols and just be like blasting everything. Excuse me. So yes, they were pistols,
Okay. All
and
right.
they're super. You can like if they have you can add it to where they have like drums on them and just be like blasting.
Yeah, they must have had drums because I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit, that's
you can
badass.
put drums on them. You can do a bunch of shit. Add lasers and add like you can literally add incendiary ammo. You can add explosive tips or explosive bullets, all kinds of shit.
Good
So
shit.
it's
All
good to
right.
have your insured weapon. And the thing is, even if you die, you know you can get that weapon right back. You just have
Yeah.
to wait. So the cooldown on the first slot is an hour. The second slot's 90 minutes, and I think the third is like 3 hours. But
Yep.
you can bring that cooldown with money. The more money you bring out, the lower your cooldown comes down. It's pretty simple stuff. That's a carryover from DMZ from Modern Warfare 2, which I played a lot of, a lot, a lot.
There you go. Um, let's switch it up just a little bit. Literally just tonight, I finished Blue Eyes Samurai.
Oh, you finished it? I just
Oh, I'm
started it today.
surprised.
Finished that
I'm
shit.
glad you finished it. So, what did you think? I know you didn't sound very enthusiastic the first time.
So the episode one didn't like really get its deep hooks into me, but I kept going. I didn't hate it at all. I had to get used to like it's. I don't know if it's 100%, but it's a high percentage CGI, but it's good looking CGI.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of fucking nudity. There's plenty of not just nudity, all flat out fucking that's in there. There's been fucking in like I don't know 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Plenty of killing. I liked it a whole lot, and it seems like it sets up multiple other seasons, at least a season 2 right off the bat. The only thing that was like kind of a head scratcher was just, well, everybody's seen it, right, on the show?
I've seen the first 4 episodes, or 3 episodes.
We're gonna watch all of them, so.
Okay, so mild spoiler, but like obviously the main character is female, and I'm like, some of y'all have been around her for a long time and still can't tell, and I'm like, come on now, But
I mean, she talks sort of mannish, and the first guy was blind. Not
yeah,
that it
well,
mattered.
the blind guy gave it excuse.
Yeah, you couldn't smell though. Just saying.
There's this one scene where, like, she's literally on top of him, and he gets a Woody,
Yeah, that part was hilarious.
Like, and he's like, "Oh, damn,
well, I might be gay."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man,
and that guy questioning everything, and it's like, well,
I mean, she did emasculate him.
Yeah,
Literally split his wig.
She literally did.
But his dick knew that was pussy,
It's fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
But yeah, overall, I really, really fucking dug it. It felt like a very different, violent, twisty-turny revenge story that you don't see necessarily what's coming next. They have a lot of fucking cool characters. With the princess was fucking awesome. Even the guy who got his wig split, he had some redeeming qualities about him. Ringo, everybody works. They do their role.
Yeah,
like,
I thought I thought Ringo was like a really cool character. Like the guy with no hands.
Yep.
I was just like, this guy's making food. He's got no hands, and like watching him like do things normally, quote unquote normally, it was like very interesting, and like he definitely had a cool sort of skill set, and like the fact that he was like silent like a ninja the whole time was hilarious. He had to wear a fucking bell around his ankle.
Yep.
I thought it was just funny. And yeah, the princess thing, like there's a lot of the characters, they were given like sort of a deeper backstory than you would probably be more accustomed to, because most people would kind of write off like a princess or even like a suitor for that matter. And most of the characters have like pretty decent backstories, and I really like that, especially the villains in it, and like watching these villains go from like, I'm the top dog to like cowering in fear over this this crazy samurai is so interesting, and like her whole story arc of being, to actually be a real samurai, what it means to be a samurai, and like her whole emotional like journey is like, I thought it was really neat. In the end, it was super cool too. Like I'm really looking forward. They need to make a season 2.
Yeah.
And the fact that the woman who made this is their first time out. That's amazing. Like it's just, I've never seen somebody knock it out of the park. So except for like maybe the Wachowski brothers, right?
Yeah.
Or Sam Dietz.
Yeah, Sam Dietz is another one. Very good one. Yeah. And that's so Netflix, they know how to, they have like 1,000 things that are kind of irrelevant, and then they have like some good things too, like Castlevania and this is up there, I think, for me with Castlevania.
Yeah.
So.
I speak highly of it. It got its hooks deep in me. I watched like 4 episodes fucking today. All the way around. I'm not gonna spoil shit, but it's just fucking good. And when Kronos mentions the villain's backstory really fucking captured me. Like that one white dude, he was.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, man.
Yeah. Just listen to what the villains say. That's all I gotta say. So, old Ninja, you're on episode 4 or 5, right?
I'm on episode 4. I just finished 3.
Yeah,
I just finished 3 before the cast. Like I literally just finished it just before we spotted up. It was pretty wild. I'm liking it a lot. I was like, oh, this is way more deep than I thought it was going to be. I'm liking it a lot. I don't know if you guys saw the voice cast list. You guys see whose voice cast is in this show?
No,
It's
I
pretty
didn't.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
George Takei's in it. I know that. There's a bunch of
George
like,
Takei, Kenneth Branagh. Yeah, there's some pretty high fucking. The dad from Fresh Off the Boat. I can't remember his name off the top
I
of
know
my
you're
head.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. The actor who plays famously Shang Tsung, he's in it. Yeah, like I said, Kenneth Branagh. It's pretty good, pretty high profile fucking actors in this show. I was really surprised.
They put money into this. You can fucking tell the action scenes are fluid. It goes fucking hard. I mean, it had some animated Kill Bill vibes to it, you know, from especially Kill Bill 1 in a lot of ways. Like she brings it with that fucking sword.
yeah, the action and like the what happens to the sword kind of later on in the story. No spoilers. It's fucking dope. Even like from like the first action sequences, I still can't get over the teeth thing. That was like so crazy.
I didn't see what you meant until I actually watched it. I was like, oh shit, that was all bad.
Yeah, yeah, and it gets more and more violent. People get really. There's a part where she's like breakdancing. I'm just like, bro, that's very Kill Bill-ish.
Yep.
There, people are just getting fucked up so bad. They all deserve it though.
They even gave the
All bad.
they even gave the whores in the brothels some like meaningful lines and parts. Like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I mean that legitimately. Like, you'll feel for like the folks in the brothel on because of the story writing quite a bit, and how they come across, what they think of things. You know, some are treated better than others. Obviously, they have some storylines with the princess and the brothels as well. But yeah, it goes hard as fuck. I loved it.
Oh yeah, I think I'm just starting on that one right now.
Shout out to Patrick because I was mildly interested in watching it, and then he mentioned that he loved it, and so I started to watch it. I put it on a priority, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing!" Because you know what? It's something called Blue Eye Samurai. You're thinking like immediately we're probably going to like the Last Samurai ship with like Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
which is like very disrespectful to like Japanese culture in my opinion anyway. But this one is not. It's not like that. It's very very well written, and yeah, it's not. I honestly, I think they're way more truthful to like what I would think Japanese culture would be like back then, of like super racist, and probably maybe still today. But yeah,
They don't shy away from that racism though.
No.
Like,
Nope.
God dang, they literally they don't refer to white people in a very friendly nature, even though they're in like some of them are in cahoots with them. They still don't refer to them as like anything positive. They literally almost always call them white devil, almost every time. Like,
Well,
God dang.
They call old girl half breed and monster and demon child like from the jump.
she's not even a human. That's what they say.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, but I expected that. I mean, because that's what they told. She was impure, as they say.
Yep.
So it was very, very crazy. And I'm like, damn, this racism is real. Like, God dang, I felt it.
But you know what's great about the show is that the race is paid.
Yeah, that's true.
Most of them had a really bad day.
Most of them.
And I enjoyed the show a lot.
She sure can hide some titties though too. I mean,
She did. Oh, so I don't know if you guys have ever seen this old like, it's a '90s movie, and it's a PG-13 movie, but it's called Just One of the Guys. And in the movie, the girl goes undercover as a guy.
I remember
She's
that.
a reporter.
Yeah.
So what she does, she tapes her titty down. So she like she like has her like brother help her like tape her tits down, and like in the film, she like exposes herself to the guy that she's like kind of falls in love with, and he thinks that she's a guy, and she has this huge double D tits, and she fucking exposes it to him. She's all look, and he's like, "What? He's all, where do you get off having tits?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
He's like, yo, you're a hot dude.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to. I've seen that movie a bunch of times. I used to play it on TV 44 all the time, but sometimes you just have to suspend your disbelief. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not. I'm not getting into anything talking about the trans topic at all, but I'm just saying in terms of like most people can tell, like, you know, if you're not, I don't know. It seems like most people can tell with some very clear signs whether you're female body or not. But it is what it is.
Some people are very confused, like because like now I saw like a bunch of different stories of like people that are actually women going to women's bathroom and people like calling them out and being like, "What are you doing in the women's bathroom?" I'm just like, "Whoa, dude! Like, what are you guys doing?" Like,
Yeah,
that seems super strange. Like when I go to the bathroom, this is me as a guy, obviously not as a woman, but like I don't really care who's in there with me. I'm just using the bathroom, getting the fuck out, wash my hands first.
That's usually it. That's usually all that's going on.
I'm not looking at what you're doing in the bathroom unless it's something way out of the ordinary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're smoking crack in the bathroom or stabbing somebody, then I'd maybe take notice. But
I take notice when I see people sitting in the urinal. That's a little odd.
That seems odd to me.
Yeah, you probably noticed that.
Then I'll be like, you know what? You might not be a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, that's gross. Goodbye.
Yeah. and there's nothing you could say to someone shitting in the urinal. Sometimes they'll use the excuse of, all the stalls were, occupied and I just couldn't hold it anymore. But once you take off your fucking pants and shit in the urinal, there's no hope for you. You're
because toilet paper is nowhere near you. They're all behind literally locked doors. Yep. So, you're gonna hand scoop and wash your hands, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing worse, and I haven't seen this in real life, but like shitting in the sink would be a little worse. But at least it's water.
Dude, all I imagine is all this is public shit. And I'm just like, dude. Usually, if something like that kind of shit is happening on that level, I turn around and find another bathroom. Like I'm not staying for this show. Like I didn't pay for this. I paid for whatever got me into the spot, or even if it's like just a regular public. Like a park or like a BART station or something public. I'm like, no, this is not happening on my watch. Or at least I'm not going to witness this. I'm out. Like, you do what you're going to do. Usually by the time I get out or I'm turning around and leaving, like some kind of security's running in.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they're in there.
You ain't going to stop the shitter in the urinal.
They're going to do what they do, but they don't always escape like consequences. So they're going to do what they're going to do, but afterwards, they're probably going to get into. So there might be some repercussions.
Let me say this too, because maybe that doesn't seem all that wild to like if you're a woman, you've only gone into the women's bathroom for the most part. But like the urinals, like we all know, the urinals are strictly for pissing. They have no design, no functionality for shitting at all.
They are purpose built. Yes.
Yeah.
They are not made for solid waste.
Exactly. Like, please believe me on this. You know what I mean? Like, everyone knows what you do at a fucking urinal. So if you're that far gone and that you're shitting in a urinal, like, you don't know what's going on mentally with this person. They're clearly unstable as fuck.
Or super drunk. Like, that can happen too.
Or uber drunk.
Or you could have a serious gastrointestinal issue where you really got to shit.
I guess so, but damn, it's still wild. And I've run into it multiple times. I think 3 or 4 times I've seen somebody shitting in a urinal. And every time.
No. Nope. I actually have not seen.
Oh, you haven't witnessed it?
No. Like I said, if I see something remotely close, or it looks like it's going to go down, I'm out.
3 of those 4 times I was in San Francisco.
I was going to say,
one time
it had to be the city.
Yeah, San Francisco, you know what you are. You are a shit in the urinal type of town. And
or on the streets, whatever.
Yeah, on the streets.
You're a shit in the wrong place kind of place.
Going to where they're shitting in there. Like, are you in some kind of like fooded den or something? Like, what's
San Francisco's a weird town, man. That's all I got to say.
I know that. I live near it. I know this, but usually I try not to go to places where I know that this place looks like people might shit in the urinal, so I'm not going to go there.
I mean, there's a reason why almost all of the bathrooms on BART anywhere near San Francisco are always closed.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
they're always locked.
And so what do you get because of that? You get shit on the BART stations. You get shit on the BART trains.
Shit in the train.
You get shit on the BART escalators. You get shit on the BART fucking elevators.
The ones that get me are where they actually smear the shit on the rail for the stairs. And I'm like, damn, that's a talent. How the fuck put your actual human feces on the rail
You put it
and
on your hand.
smear
And
it all the
just
way down.
fucking, slide down with your hand.
Somebody's real mad.
Now that I think about it, yeah, you're probably right. They probably went bare ass and just shit all their way down.
No, they could have.
No, they shit it in their hand and then just smear it all the
Oh,
way
you
down.
can do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can do that too. I guess either way is applicable.
yeah.
That's a lot of work to put your ass cheeks on that thing, That'd be hilarious, though. I wonder if
Terrible.
if they accelerate on the way down as they're shitting, just.
He used to accelerate. Lived on the fucking skateboard. Like, what
It's like skateboard grinding. They're going full Tony Hawk with shit.
The shit-powered rail grind.
That should be the name of the podcast.
I can't make it the name of the podcast.
No,
Actually, I can do a poop. I can say poop, I guess. Poop-powered rail grind.
That's terrible.
Poop-powered rail grind.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Did
Did y'all see any of this? Speaking of rail grinding, this goddamn anime for Scott fucking Pilgrim.
I haven't watched it yet. I want to, though.
Yeah, I finished it yesterday.
Okay, we got to go into this a little bit. Not spoily, but a little bit. First of all, what did you think, Old Ninjas?
So the first episode, I was like, "This is kind of cool," because this is like, it's just like the movie. Like, first of all, the entire cast of the live-action films reprise their roles from the anime. Yep. And I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool. It's an animated version." But I'm like, "Well, I've seen the movie. I like the movie, so I don't mind watching it in anime form." And like as like the end of the first episode gets closer, and you're like, "Oh, this ought to be cool. I want to see how this plays out in anime," and it goes a complete fucking right turn. I'm like, "What the fuck just fucking happened?" Like, holy shit, where does this go from here? And based off of that, the anime is completely different from the fucking movie. Like, literally, the only beginning of the film is the only thing that's similar to the anime, and everything after that goes way off the fucking rails. And I was like, I was here for it. I was like, dude, I really like Scott Pilgrim. I really like the characters, even though I have not read the graphic novel, I guess. Well, I guess they're trades now, not graphic novel. But I enjoyed the film. I enjoyed the lore. I even downloaded some of the fucking music. Like, I really like this shit. And then, like, fucking, this anime just was out of left field. Like, so much shit goes down. I really enjoyed it, though. What did you think, Prodigy?
I forgot how much of a gay pimp Wallace is. That motherfucker Wallace is gonna find dick anywhere he goes. And he literally, it's like this running gag where Wallace just ends up with any dick he wants. You know what I mean? Randomly. And
so the running gag in the film is about him trying to turn straight dudes gay. Yep. And he ends up doing it a few times.
Multiple times. So that was hilarious. I love the whole Toronto vibe, and Old Ninja's right. It follows pretty much beat for beat the first episode from the original movie. And if it's been a while since you've seen the movie, you're like, oh, this feels really, really familiar. I went back and watched the movie after finishing the series, and I was like, oh, no, it's not just familiar. It's beat for fucking beat. Yeah. All the way down. They changed up a few things. No spoilers, but like the Pac-Man joke turns into a Sonic joke, But other than that, it's fucking spot on, man. This shit it's just fucking funny. And what I like about it is not that the first one had any downplaying of Ramona, but Ramona gets more time to shine in this one, like a motherfucker. Like there's a whole series of episodes where it's the Ramona Flowers show. And I dug it. I dug it. Even though it's a Scott Pilgrim series, it's mainly a Ramona show. And I like the way they did that. It was an interesting fucking twist on a lot of things. But all the fucking jokes and characters, if you like Scott Pilgrim, this is a fucking must watch. And it's an easy watch. They're like 30-minute episodes. I think there's 8 of them.
There is 8.
I don't know if there's going to be any more. It felt like it kind of tied it all up in a neat little bow in terms of one season is all you get. Possibly.
Do you know there's like an after credit like little thing? Did you see that?
Maybe I missed that. I'll have to go back.
It's like a quick thing, but it kind of could set up a season 2. But it's not just Ramona that like gets more screen time. Like everybody else, except for the sister, who's
Yeah.
played by Anna Kendrick, everybody else has like way more beefed up
Yeah.
stories, and way more screen. Like Lucas, the action hero guy, he has like way bigger presence in this.
True.
Matthew Patel, he's almost like the main fucking dude in this. He's almost in every fucking episode except for like 2.
Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza's character had totally different. Like she's her, but she kind of evolves into this whole different like persona that I wasn't ready for. I was like, what the fuck? And then like, well, Wallace is still Wallace. She's just like more. He just gets more ass. That's all.
Gay
He's still
pimping,
Wallace.
gay gorilla pimping. He was all
Yeah,
over.
he was all over it. And then,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Knives. Knives is in it probably just as much as in the original film, but her relationship is changed because Scott isn't there, and it changed in a way that I did not anticipate as well. So it was like, it's really interesting watching this whole thing unfold when Scott is really not around.
Go ahead, Cronus.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the actress for Ramona Flowers is also in Ahsoka. She's Hera. And that's,
she's married to Elizabeth Weinstein.
Yep.
That's Ewan McGregor's wife.
Is Ewan McGregor's wife?
Yeah, they got married a couple of years ago, and she gave him a baby. They just had a baby a year ago.
She must be way younger than him.
She is. She's way younger. She's like 10, 12 years younger than him.
Damn.
Like Ewan McGregor, I didn't know this, but he has grown children. Like his oldest son is like 32.
God damn. I mean, it's not a spring chicken anymore, but yeah.
No, but he looks like one. He still looks like a young guy.
No, he doesn't.
I think he looks pretty young. He
still
looks pretty young.
He
looks the thing that makes him look old is his beard.
He looks early.
And the lines in his face. I mean, maybe I'm tripping here, but
yeah, he just looks like he smokes a lot. That's all.
It looks like he smokes a lot. Makes you look old. What the fuck are you talking about?
He just smokes a little crack.
It's like, it looks like he smokes a little bit. He's outside the sun a lot. He has no melanin. Yeah. Super wrinkly.
He's all left faced. Yeah. But yeah, Scott Pilgrim fucking works. It goes fucking hard. It, like I said, immediately after watching it, I was like, you know what? I need to watch the original movie, and they had that on Netflix too. I watched the whole thing. I was like, God damn, this is even funnier than I remember, especially after watching the fucking animated version. So that shit went hard. Fucked it. And then
sorry, I looked it up. So he's 52 and she's 39.
He looks all of 52. He might even look 54.
Yeah.
The other thing I'll real quickly mention, it did not take long, much like back in the day with Overwatch, for the goddamn folks on the interwebs to go hard as shit for Scott Pilgrim. And there is all kind of hentai. There's full-length videos with voice acting of Ramona and Wallace and the vegan power dude getting down and Scott.
Oh, Brandon Routh. That's just awesome.
If you search Scott Pilgrim on Twitter or something or anything else, you're gonna see some wild shit.
Formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, X, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, they go quite hard for that. Like you can see all of Ramona's orifices. Just to say that.
I gotta say, I mean, I give it up to Edgar Wright, who's he's the executive producer, the director of the live action movie. He directed a couple episodes of this. During the pandemic, the whole cast, except for Brie Larson and like one other actor, they did a table read for people that love the movie, and you could watch it during the pandemic. You sit there and watch them do a table read. It was like watching this, but in anime form. And I just love the fact that they all came back to do this and be a part of this whole universe, and they stay with it. They stay committed to this universe, and I give it up to them. Like they all came back, they all did their part, they all showed out. There's almost every episode has a guest star, like a prolific guest star, like the two security guards or Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Yeah.
So that's just one episode. There's a bunch of there's one episode that has like a shit ton of fucking guest stars in it, so it works out really great. There's some really great dialogue. The story's cool. I enjoyed it a lot. I was like, dude, I need more Scott Pilgrim. After watching this, I was like, dude, I fucking loved it. It was so good.
The music was really cool. I remember that.
Yeah, oh yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
really cool. It was great.
The other thing too I loved, and this was obviously from the first movie too, but you see, especially as we've gotten older, just how that creepy age of being in your early 20s and you know somebody who's dating like this high school senior and you're just like, what is wrong with you? Are you gross as fuck or what?
Like Ewan McGregor and I'm just
Damn.
On the wrong side of 54.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you think back and you're just like, dude, you know better. You're 22 years old. You know better. You know she's
Dude, he's 23.
Yeah, oh yeah. So you know what's funny in the I went back when I watched the Versus the World like live action movie, they said clearly 22, and in this one he was 23.
23, yeah.
But Knives is still 17, you know.
Yeah.
With his fake high school girlfriend.
Still 17 in every universe.
Yep. All
That's
bad.
super wild. It's still great.
All bad. Dang. And gay ass Wallace. Gay ass Wallace.
Yeah, still gay.
He's
and the fact that he's on a mission to turn straight men gay is the most baller shit I've seen like in a while. And he does not relent.
Did we say Knives Chang?
Knives Chow.
Chow. Okay, that's what.
Yeah.
I was saying it wrong.
But the thing about Wallace is it's not just a mission. He's fucking successful more often than not. Like, he's not striking out. He's slanging dick this whole fucking series. He
hypnotizes these dudes. They're like the guys that are kind of questionable. He likes he pans him. He's like, he looks like this guy is kind of like. I
believe the term is dickmatized.
I'm sure. I mean, but he takes guys he feels like he knows that they're questioning their sexuality, and he preys on that, and then he's like converts them. Boom, he gets.
So hold on. So wait, he preys on. Does Jesus help him get a dude?
No.
Oh, okay, he said he prays on it.
He's praying mantises.
You change the A to an E. There you go. There you go. Well, yeah, I really enjoyed Scott Pilgrim. It's really cool, and it was cool that it focused a lot on Ramona. But I mean, Scott's not left out. He's just not in it for a good portion of it. But when he comes back in like big fucking fashion.
The other thing too, like watching both the movie and the series as like someone older now, it's just an interesting dynamic of it's talking about relationships, obviously, and getting over the relationships and closure and all this other stuff, and whether, you know, she or he has baggage from the old relationships, and whether you know, they've been with quote unquote too many people, or how could you have this many exes, and it's in a comedic manner, but they touch upon some stuff relationship wise. It's actually pretty fucking solid, you know. All the way around. I fucking love it, man. Long live Scott Pilgrim. I want more of this.
Pretty much. That should be the name of the episode. Long live Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, man. There's even some old man Ryu references. Yeah.
Oh no, Shinryu.
There you go.
Shinryu shows up in this fucking shit. It was fucking, that part was fucking awesome. I was like, dude, this is literally fucking Street Fighter. Like, from the jump. It's fucking awesome. I was like, holy shit.
It's a tribute to fucking 2000s alternative 90s fucking video gaming, Toronto, and just like a whole bunch of beat 'em up mashup game. Like, there's just a lot going on. It's a whole bunch of the stuff that you already fucking love. Sci-fi.
And anime. I mean, obviously, they do a huge shout out to anime, where I thought I was watching a different show at one point. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I put it right up there with Blue Eye Samurai. Obviously, very, very different. Yeah. Very, very different.
Yeah, it's a comedy versus like a revenge, bloody, like fucking ninja fucking revenge story. Samurai revenge story.
You don't say arigato like we say arigato. I'm just saying.
I'm just watching for chairs. That's all. My bad.
Watch out for Gay Wallace, man. He gonna get you.
He gonna get that. He's the Toronto booty warrior.
Dude. Yeah. For real.
So,
All right,
Really?
moving on.
where you want to go? Yeah, go ahead.
Have y'all watched the like videos and gameplay reveals and all that shit for Avatar? I think it's called The Last Frontier.
A little bit.
Is that new Avatar live action?
No, it's
It's a
the
game.
video game.
Oh, video game. Okay, go ahead. I haven't.
Yeah, so it actually looks pretty good. Like it's basically Avatar, but Far Cry.
Wait, Airbender Avatar or Avatar Blue People?
Avatar,
Blue
Blue
People.
Monkey Love.
Yeah,
Blue
that's
Monkey
Oh, okay.
Love.
Yeah, so there's an Avatar game coming out like next week. Yeah, the 7th.
First week of December. Or something like that.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it,
Something
even though
like
I don't need to pre-order, but I just want to get the game.
okay.
It looks pretty cool because it's a mix of like Far Cry Primal and the normal Far Cry games with guns. So apparently, there's like two different whole like systems sort of in the game. Like you can have like the Navi weapons, which are like bows and arrows and shit, or the human weapons, which are like machine guns and bullets and shit. And with the Navi weapons, they're like built for like Navi people to be like silent and shit. But then you can also switch to, if you want to just blow up stuff, you can use human weapons. And there's also like interacting with nature, and there's like a lot of like free running and shit like that. You have like this, you can mount creatures. You have like this flying fucking thing that you can control. It actually looks pretty decent, all the things that I've been seeing about it. And I'm looking forward to playing it. Have you guys looked at it at all?
I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen an early review, and it wasn't very favorable. Even though I've seen gameplay, I watched there's like a 8 minute or something thing. It gives you an introduction of your character because you're a female Navi and you're part of a clan that like learns how to use human weapons. And then you find out what they're doing to the land and the people, and then you basically rebel. And then you end up with a squad. You steal human weapons. You have your Navi weapons. You do your like little sexual like link with with different
Why's it
animals.
gotta be
So
sexual,
there's
bro?
ones where you can like use land mounts and the flying fucking creature shit, like a bunch of shit, and like creatures attack you. Oh shit!
Apparently,
So I mean,
this is canon to the Avatar universe.
oh shit! Even better.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm gonna wait until it drops to see how it's fully reviewed. But I've been cautiously looking at it. I'm not like super hyped. I mean, I was more hyped about RoboCop than I was about this.
I
But
need to get
they
that.
both look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Rogue City got okay reviews. It's not bad, but it looks fucking fun. You need to shoot people in the face.
I'm in between games right now because I've been moving and stuff, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But so I haven't played a game in about a week and a half. After I played, what did I just beat? It was Spider-Man 2. I got the platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I stopped playing all my games after that. Oh no, but Call of Duty. I picked that up. That's right. I played with you guys a couple times.
Yeah, we played a couple matches.
Yeah, I think RoboCop and that new Avatar game I'm gonna pick up.
So wait, I had to step away for just a second. Does it have co-op on Avatar?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't really say.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's single player, but you never know.
The thing is that because it's based on like the Far Cry engine. I mean, you can look at it and just tell. So there could be a possibility because that's built into Far Cry games is co-op. So it has a similar beat this stronghold to expand your territory and shit like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if the Ghost Recon games are built off the Far Cry engine. Because if that's the case, those games are 4-player co-op.
No, that's Frostbite engine.
Yeah. The especially the last two Ghost Recon. Yeah.
Well,
So
I will say I never got tired of that Far Cry loop in terms of sneak, fucking either going in loud or going in fucking silent and taking over bases. That shit never got old to me. So
Me either. I played them all since 3.
Mm-hmm. Those were fucking fun.
Well, I played the first one too back when I was still a PC gamer. But I never played 2. So
yeah, 2. I felt like 2 didn't make much noise. I didn't play 1 or 2, but
well, 2 was before like FPSs were big on consoles. I'm pretty sure. So
yeah,
we just make sure when 2 came. It was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's a lot of Far Cries. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, they really are. It's a great
No, it
franchise.
was 2008, so that was like right around when FPS started getting big on like the Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. Oh, and it was also when it was when I was in Iraq, so that's probably why I didn't play it.
There you go.
But I played Modern Warfare, so which is weird because I was playing it in Iraq. Whatever.
Well, I love how you can say I played Modern Warfare and nobody knows what year you're talking about.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
now, yeah, the
Yeah,
original.
yeah. Like they've completely bastardized the fucking like Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 because you could literally be talking about a whole bunch of separate years for that shit. It
You
is.
can play. You're talking about different decades with Modern
Yeah,
Warfare.
Well, but
yeah.
apparently the next one there was a leak that the next one is supposed to be based on the first Gulf War, which is very interesting. It's going back to Treyarch,
Okay.
so
All right.
hopefully we
Yeah,
get
we'll
more of
see.
a single player because yeah, the single player in the last one was not it was just laughably short and like it got cut at the end where it should have been like the halfway point. It just got
Yeah,
cut off.
in my humble opinion, the last really good Call of Duty campaign that I fucking loved was that Modern Warfare. I want to say Modern Warfare 1, but I'm talking about the 2018 or 2019 Modern Warfare.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
okay,
that's so
yeah.
good. Actually, Modern Warfare 2 had a pretty good fucking campaign. They took a little bit of liberties that actually paid off for
Yeah,
them.
it
So
wasn't bad. But yeah, overall, I think there's fair criticism of Modern Warfare 3 in terms of it doesn't feel very fresh or new at times. But I'm still enjoying and trying to unlock more shit with goddamn zombies. But I'll keep playing it. We'll see.
yeah.
Um, what was the other fucking shit? Oh, so we're about a week away from the goddamn Game Awards, right?
Yeah, it's pretty
Two
close.
maybe
Yeah, the
2 weeks.
VGAs.
It's on the second or seventh.
Even still, like the
So,
first is Friday, so it's about give or take a week and some change. If I know it's early December,
Mm-hmm.
so there's hopefully should be some big ass fucking reveals. Obviously should be some surprises and
yeah,
shit.
it's the 7th at 4:30 PST. Wow, it's early Pacific time.
And in the
Okay. I mean,
seventh is a Friday or Thursday.
That's a Friday.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, you need to stop the bullshit, Prodigy. You already know. The biggest reveal everybody's fucking waiting
Oh wait,
for
no, that's a
is
Thursday.
yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah, seventh is Thursday. Everyone's waiting for fucking Grand Theft Auto 6 because
Yes.
Rockstar already announced they're gonna show a fucking trailer, and everyone assumes it's gonna be during the Video Game Awards. It's a prime time. They're gonna have a huge fucking audience already. People are gonna tune in expecting that. I mean, even if they don't, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but people are tuning in probably solely for fucking GTA 6. They want to see what's this about, how it plays out, even after the leak. They want to know how far Rockstar got with this game. That's the big fucking hoopla. Everything else can kind of fuck off, really.
My dick can only get so fucking hard before it explodes. I'm telling you
Mm-hmm.
right now, goddamn it. If that is the case and it actually does leak, this is going to shut everything fucking down. It's going to kill some of the. It can even outshadow fucking whoever the fuck wins Game of the Year. Like,
Oh, yeah. There's a huge possibility of that. Huge.
because I guess for folks who are teenagers now, like my fucking kid is a teenager, shit. But you have to go back to 2013 on PS3 and what Xbox 360, right?
Yeah.
That era,
Mm.
when at the end of that era, when fucking GTA 5 launched, and yes, the online was shit tier at first and
Yeah.
was buggy and all of that. I get all that, but just the single player campaign alone, it was just the biggest thing we'd ever fucking seen, and it was like people taking off of work, people losing, they were saying fuck off, quitting their jobs just to play. It was a fucking worldwide phenomenon, So this is a big deal. We haven't seen a GTA game in a fucking decade now. So
Yeah. When did it come out? Was it literally? It couldn't
it
have
was
been
2013.
2013. Was it
Yeah,
really?
I think it was 2013, man.
Wait.
Are you sure it wasn't earlier than that? It might have been even earlier.
I mean, fact check me. Maybe I'm wrong. But I thought it was
No, yeah,
2013.
fuck yeah, it was September 17th, 2013.
There you
Got the
go.
leak
Damn.
game.
God damn.
And it's one of the most successful video games. Jesus Christ! It
Of
made
all
it.
time.
Hold on, people. It made $1 billion in revenue in 3 fucking days,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It
and
Yeah,
it's
set
that's
been
the
making
world.
more and more money as
world
it's.
record.
That's why people ask like, "Oh, why isn't the number or the game of the year like the highest selling video game of the year?" It's because it had been GTA for like 10 fucking years.
And then when they finally got the online to really fucking work, it's just it's fucking pretty much perfect with the heists and the weapons and the fucking fighter jets and everything that they add on to that shit, man. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. And then the other thing I will say too is the whole thing of switching between Franklin and fucking who was that crazy motherfucker?
Trevor.
Uh, yeah, Trevor. You know, and then Michael. That shit went hard as fuck in terms of switching back and forth and all that because it was 3 main characters. We'd never seen that before in our fucking lives. You
Yeah,
know?
Spider-Man kind of did it with two characters, but it was kind of clunky for Spider-Man 2,
Mm,
how to switch back and forth. They did it more kind of organically. But in, GTA 5, you could just switch back whenever the fuck you wanted. And it seemed like, I just want to see what Franklin's up to right now. And just,
yep.
he might be, in his house. He might be making dinner. Might
Yep.
be, Trevor could be smoking crack, you know?
You know what? You know what Trevor was most likely doing? Shitting in a San Francisco fucking urinal. That's what he was doing. You know it.
That's
You
fucking
know it.
terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
That's his MO, man. You know Trevor nasty as fuck. Don't give a damn.
I've never played the campaign. So.
Well, I
Really?
feel like.
Yeah, I've only played the multiplayer. That's what I've been playing. I've been playing the heist and the
Wait,
I got my casino
you
and
never
all
played
that
the
shit.
single player?
No, I never played the campaign.
Holy
Never.
shit.
Damn.
That's
The
when I
campaign was
said.
amazing.
That's why when I said when I beat Red Dead Redemption 2, that was the first Rockstar game I ever finished. I usually never finish them because they're
Damn.
usually too fucking long.
I mean, I will say, especially for that time back in 2013, it was a long ass. It was a good sized campaign because
Oh,
there was
yeah.
plenty of side missions and shit. Like, and it was
Huge
one of the
map.
first. Yeah, I mean, when you talk about open world, you have to put to me. There's a dividing line in the sand. There's pre GTA 5 open world and post GTA 5 open world in terms of the size and scope of that fucking map.
Well, especially because, like, it wasn't even just, like, the map was just big. It was, like, it was very different and diverse within the map. Like there was
Mm,
places, especially if you live in California, you're like, oh, this is like LA. Oh, this is like Santa Barbara or Santa Monica. Or, oh, this
yep.
is obviously the fucking high desert. That's why when I talked about like the map with the zombies for Call of Duty, the recent one, is that it all kind of looked the same. But if you go to GTA, like you literally go from like it's all one big map, but the big map is like super diversified in like the way everything looks and the way the cars are. Like you go to like where Trevor lives in the high desert, like you're not gonna find a lot of fucking Lamborghinis and shit out there. You're looking at
Mm-mm.
fucking shitty beaters. You know what I mean?
Well, it was also the first like fucking video game that got me to listen to country music on the regular.
Oh,
Like when I
not
was
me,
out in
because that's
the desert,
terrible.
I was
That's so
rocking
bad.
out the fucking country. Like you know what I mean? All my exes live in Texas and shit. It fucking fit the vibe, man. You know. So yeah, GTA changes everything. I can almost guarantee if that trailer drops, that's going to be much more of a headline news than even whoever won the fucking game of the year.
Well,
I'm
what's
telling.
Oh
crazy?
yeah.
What's crazy to me is like the GTA thing is that I remember playing GTA the first one on my PC because it was a top down thing where you just like run around, kill people and steal cars and shit like that. It was like so much fun. And to go from that to GTA 2, which is basically like a very similar game, top down, do the same sort of things, look better though. And then you got to GTA 3, and it was just like, oh, you made this into 3 dimensions? Oh,
Mhm.
okay. And it's story driven now. And then after that, and then 4 came out, which it was kind of controversial because of the whole like friend systems where your friends can call you up to like go hang out or whatever.
Yep.
But it was still a really good game, especially the Ballad of Gay Tony.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, the DLCs they had for the game was great, and then San Andreas, that was before 4, I think. But yeah, fantastic fucking game. And then 5
Vice
came out,
City.
and yeah, Vice City, they were so good, and to go like 10 years without a new GTA. But usually they have like major games in like 5-year increments. So
Yep.
if you go back to like GTA 4, that was in 2008. GTA 5 was in 2013, and then you had Red Dead Redemption 2 that came out in 2018. So we're at the 5-year mark now. We're due for a new Rockstar game, because like the last Rockstar game was like a remake of their old games of GTA, and they weren't great because they weren't remade very well. But we need like a new solid Rockstar game, and 6 looks like it's the thing. It looks like it's gonna be a Bonnie and Clyde thing. So yeah.
The other thing I'll give credit for, when they took it to the PS4 console, like the remaster or whatever for GTA 5, I loved being able to, when I wanted to, just switch it into first person and then switch back to third person and whatnot.
Yeah,
that was fucking dope.
That was like way after the fact, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. It definitely wasn't on the PS3 360 version at all. But that was a cool plus. And then the shooting, I gotta give them credit too. Like with even the shooting mechanics with that little white dot, that shouldn't work anymore. But it fucking feels like that's the only thing that feels like GTA to me. You know what I mean? That white dot turning red. You know?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
When you're aiming down the side.
So when you shoot, kill a motherfucker.
Yeah, man. You know,
wild.
Robbing strip clubs. I love it, man. It's gonna be dope. So
just causing
beating up prostitutes.
Yeah, I mean they're the first game that I can remember that actually had like the wanted system, right? Because that was in the first GTA.
Yep.
Was the wanted system, and like seeing like how far you can just take it, how long you can survive, you know.
And when the better you knew the map, though, the easier it was to fucking survive. Like, and especially if you were on a motorcycle, a fast momotorcycle, speed bike.
Yeah.
Dude, you hit some of those fucking jumps. You hide under the tunnels. Like, just even at level 5 or 6 or 5 is the highest level.
Pretty sure it's 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you knew the map, you could get a fucking way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just fucking loved it, man. So yeah, I hope they announce it. I can't wait. The other thing for gaming, though, I'll give some props to, and I put this in the chat. God damn it, but it looks like CD Projekt Red is trying to make a serious comeback. I gotta finally play this Cyberpunk because the Phantom Liberty or Liberty Phantom, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Phantom Liberty.
Liberty seems like it's selling like hotcakes. You got people all into Cyberpunk again, so I'm happy for them. You know.
Yeah, I mean they, like I said in the chat, they No Man's Skied it. So, you know, I'll go back and give it a chance again because, you know, I have it. I got to a certain part when I was just like, okay, this is obviously broken and I can no longer proceed with this game.
Yep.
I'll go back and try it again.
Yeah.
You were saying, didn't you?
I said I went back and finished it too. Sorry.
I finished it. Yeah.
Have you played the DLC?
Did you finish it? Oh yeah. No, I finished it when they did their patch to fix all the shit to keep the game from fucking crashing because every time I played the game crashed. So I went back and actually finished the game.
Well, what's crazy is that, you know, it came out at a time when like the PS5 and Xbox Series X had just came out. And I remember thinking, like, when they announced the game, I was like, this is not going to work well on like the PS3. I'm pretty sure you can listen on older podcasts. Like, this seems like a next-gen game. And then it was still shitty on the next-gen consoles. And I was like, oh. And then, like, the old generation, or previous generation, was, like, basically unplayable. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Especially from a studio that was getting nothing but fucking praise after they did the masterpiece of Witcher 3, you know?
Yeah, but you can come back. I mean, you know, BioWare, you know, they like their last game wasn't great, Andromeda, so and they were beloved for all their Mass Effect games and their Jedi.
No, this game was Anthem after.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Anthem came out before Andromeda. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so they had 2 bricks in a row, but I'll still give them a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope BioWare does return to fucking form. And then, what was that other thing? I think you were talking about, Kronos, in the chat for Fallout, right?
Yeah, so the Fallout show is coming out on Prime Video, which is Amazon Video. It's called Prime Video, and actually the photos looked really good. I mean, they don't look crappy at all. So hopefully this could be their next big franchise next to The Boys and you know, Gen V and Invincible, even. They have a lot of good series now, so they're going to get a big budget, and we'll see how it does. The pictures so far look great. The Brotherhood of Steel looks great. The people in the vault, they look, correct. So let's see.
Fallout's a great fucking franchise. I think like it's been a little helter skelter of late because 76 was such a fucking like shit the bed MMO or
I
online
heard that
game.
one got better too, though.
I heard the same thing. Like, Hobby was playing it about a year or two after it launched,
Yeah.
and said they fixed quite a bit and added a lot of DLC and some other cool shit.
Well,
But
I played the beta and it was okay, but it was like very small. And then after the fact, they were like, "Oh, this is kind of like it." Like, well, I actually bought the game. It's still in the cellophane in a box right now.
yeah,
And yeah, I got the launch edition and I never played it.
hey, I mean, I'll say this: I played the absolute shit out of 4, even though it was fucking buggy at times, and I mean, like where you would fall through the floor, on repeat.
Yeah.
Based on going into certain rooms, but I did love the fucking story.
Wait,
So
I'm curious, like what came out around the same time as Fallout 76? Because usually when I don't play a game, a better game came out around the same time.
I'll bet you something really good did. Who knows what it is though?
October 23rd, 2018. What came out around the same time?
Was that Spidey?
Maybe.
2018 Spidey, first Spidey dropped in October, September, something like that. I feel like.
I feel like Modern Warfare dropped around that time too.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
See, October 20. Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2.
There you go.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forza 4 2. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah, they got crushed.
Yeah. There was a lot of good games.
So.
Yeah, a whole lot of fucking good games. So anyway, but I'm looking forward to Fallout. We'll see if it's legit. But if they put the money in, I mean, Fallout has a whole lot of fucking lore, and it's a great fucking RPG. So you get those elements in there, who knows what can fucking happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see. So there's an award for most anticipated game,
Okay.
I guess, and there's some interesting nominees. Most of these, I don't think I remember hearing about or whatnot. Let me see. One of them that's on there that I keep saying that I can't. I'm definitely anticipating is Star Wars Outlaws. It's the Star Wars game by Ubisoft. It's supposed to be an open world game. We can literally get in your ship, take off, and then literally fight in space and take off hyperspeed somewhere else. That game, I'm looking forward to see. I've seen a lot of test footage or like a little demo stuff, but I'm looking forward to seeing more. I know it's nominated for best most anticipated game, I guess. I'm trying to see where the hell the rest of these nominees are. Here we go. Excuse me. So some of these I know that there's a huge following for this game, which is Hades 2, because that was a huge popular game when the first one came out. But Hades 2 has a huge following.
Well, Hades 2 hasn't out yet, right? It's going to come out.
Well, it's not out, but Hades, the first one, had a huge following. So there's a following for Hades 2. I know a lot of people are greatly anticipating this game.
Oh,
this game,
the first one was great.
This other game, I kind of left this series a long time ago. I'm not really a huge fan. Maybe people are waiting for this. I have no idea. I don't have a barometer for this, but Tekken 8. I'm still.
Tekken's a big franchise, man.
Yeah, I know, but I left the franchise a while ago. I'm not really anticipating this. I thought they stopped making these, to be honest. But
Tekken goes.
There's an 8 coming.
It's the top 3 fucking fighting game.
Yeah, right behind
Street Fighter, fucking Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. Like those are the top 3.
Yep.
I don't know. I've never even heard of this one, but Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I don't even know what this one's about, but
I don't know that one.
This one's by.
You know what? If it's Like a Dragon, it sounds actually like the Yakuza game.
Yeah,
could be. It's made by Sega.
Yeah, sounds like
maybe
Yakuza. Yeah.
And then Final Fantasy was 7 Rebirth.
Oh yeah. That should go hard.
Yeah, so I know that's another. There's only 5 of these, but those are the most. These are the most anticipated game category the nominees for the most anticipated game. So, and people get to vote. I mean, you have to register, but you can vote,
And
and
those,
we'll see.
no shade to any of those, because all of those sound like interesting and fun titles. But literally, if they have an actual date of next year for GTA 6, ain't nothing else gonna. They're not even gonna get mentioned in terms of like attention at all. They'll be like, yeah, there was some afterthought. Like, clear the fucking. Here's what you need to do if you're a studio and you're releasing a game. Let's say GTA 6 picks September 10th of 2024. If that is the date, you need to be nowhere within a 2 month before or after. Like, just stand fucking clear. Even Call of Duty, just stand fucking clear. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, actually, if I was Rockstar, I would release like a week before Call of Duty, just to fuck with them, just to fuck with fucking Activision, just to see
Look,
how it goes. That'd
look,
be fucked up.
Call of Duty don't want that smoke. I'm telling you right now. Not after 10 fucking years of waiting. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a problem. Because here's the
Mm.
other thing too. And I know you didn't play the GTA 5 campaign, which you still should fucking do.
I have the game. It's literally I own the game.
But the campaign alone, because of the open worldness and because of the side missions and because of all the freedom and shit, you could get lost in that and just for fucking hundreds of hours and do all kinds of shit and have a blast.
Yeah,
You know?
that'll like when that game gets announced. I'm gonna take a day off to play it.
Yeah,
So,
man.
you know what's funny is like people, ridiculous adults will make fun of other adults that are less ridiculous of taking days off to game. I'm like, why the fuck? First of all, like when I take my time off is none of your fucking business. But also,
Mhm.
like, what do you do on your days off? Like,
Yeah.
like seriously, I don't want to go fishing on my days off.
Mhm.
Like, I'm trying to play some fucking video games.
Mm,
Yeah.
indeed.
Give me a
It's a
whole ass day.
Hmm.
perfectly legitimate reason. The other thing is, there's nothing like that new game fucking buzz, especially if there's some kind of online component too, where like people are just learning the game. There's co-op, there's multiple, whatever it is, or even if it's single player. No matter what, people streaming it. You're conversation.
Oh,
You know.
yeah. You just brought up a whole new. I feel like that's a whole to me because I'm an old school gamer. The streaming thing is still like a whole new set of worms because there are people who won't even play the game. They'll watch other people play the game for
Yep.
hours on end. To me, that's still kind of weird. I'm like, why don't you just play the game? But
No,
they give me all these reasons on why they won't. They feel like watching someone else play the game gives them enough insight to the game where they don't have to buy it or some bullshit. I'm
well,
like,
I mean,
I
honestly,
guess.
think of it this way, old ninja. There are people that tune in to us every single week to like listen to us have a conversation with each other, not with them,
Mm-hmm.
with just us.
Uh, Hold on. We
Yep.
give people the opportunity to have a conversation
We
with us.
do, but also when you're streaming, you can also, ask people can talk to you and
Yeah.
chat. But
Yeah, you can, but the thing is, with the game, you can experience the game yourself. I'm pretty sure there'll be a demo for the game, but for us, we don't demo combos.
demos are like they're hard to come by. They need to bring that shit back. To be honest with you, because I think games would sell better. They would have a better barometer on how well their game will do if they release demos.
So there's the game you just finished. You finished another game, Kingdom of Avalon
Oh,
Avalor or
yeah,
Immortals of Avalon. That
Avium. Immortals of Avium. Yeah,
yeah. So there's a demo
great
for
game.
that.
Yeah.
Like they've been pushing that demo really hard actually. I'm like, oh shit, there's a demo for this, and like I go to the page and there's like actually a bunch of fucking demos listed there.
It's
Like I don't think
honestly
people realize that it's there.
that game was like a sleeper. It's a really good game. Think of like it's like Doom meets Modern Warfare with magic.
Oh
And
shit.
that's that
So
game. It's not the
so
best game, but that's like it intersects like a lot of gaming niches.
Well,
so
let me.
Hogwarts Legacy, then
No,
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 That's not
it's magic.
nothing like Doom, I don't think. But
no. It's very Doom like.
Okay,
but let me go back to what you said, the old nigga. I will say this: I think there is something generational about and it's fine to not be into the streaming. it can be. I get it though now in terms of like you feel like you're chilling out with some good friends of yours or whatever, you know, because there's people interacting with the chat. There's someone playing a game that either you're familiar with or not familiar with. You're getting a chance to really see how it looks to either solve something or make it to the next level or beat a boss or whatever the fuck it is. It's fucking fun. It's big business, you know. People
Oh
streamers get big time money sometimes.
We don't, but
This is the
people
shit.
do.
no,
Yeah.
no. Well, we don't. Yeah, other people do. I will say this as a caveat: I stream for the cast. Like I stream on our channel, but
Yeah.
I let you know it's me. So
Yeah.
Well, it's on my list for next year. There's a couple of things I want to do better. One is to become more active in rescue residents, which I have a vague plan for starting early next year. And the second is to like actually set aside at least a dedicated hour of time a week to
Yeah.
start streaming, at least an hour. Because there's like times where I know on Thursday, Friday, I do jujitsu. I come home and I do like some other thing. I usually game by myself, but I could easily stream that. I'm actually decent at
Mm-hmm.
gaming, so still at my old age,
Mm-hmm.
oh
and
no,
still
I'm
I don't
fucking
stream.
trash at gaming. I literally streamed an hour of me getting my ass kicked by Darth Vader in Jedi Survivor. It was a whole fucking hour. You watch me just get fucking mollywopped over and over again.
Well, what's fun? What's fun with the fucking streaming, especially because we've done it with a couple of our Modern Warfare 2 fucking raids, and
Mm-hmm.
some of those can be long as fuck. Some of them can go 2-3 hours. Some of them can go like 5 or 6 hours.
Oh yeah.
But if you're streaming, like you have basically, it's almost like a buddy system or an audience with you, talking shit, saying great job, whatever, giving tips. It does feel like you have an audience for what you're fucking doing, which is fucking fun sometimes, especially on raids. I will say, you know,
Oh yeah, raids are always fun because I know raids are usually with us, especially raids are going to be definitely over an hour, especially if we've never done that said raid.
fuck
Even
yeah,
ones that we have done, they're still going to be like at least 90. Like the one we did before, I think it was me and Stitch. It was me, Stitch, and my boy Gonzo. It took us 90 minutes to do a raid we already knew.
that's a
So
quick one. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, that's quick for us. Like apparently you can beat it in 45 minutes. So
you know what you're doing. You can fucking boss that shit. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, and also, if you Batman prep time that shit too. Prep time fucking helps as well. Going into a raid preps will 100% help you get through.
here's my quick question. Going back because I still haven't played Spidey 2. I know you got the Plat Chronos. Is there a roadmap to DLC that they've been hinting at, or
So I have heard a lot of rumors about Green Goblin and Daredevil and all sort of stuff. None of it is like announced yet. The only thing
Hmm.
that I do know vaguely for sure is that there's going to be a new game plus, which would have been helpful. But yeah, I think that there might be sort of a spin. Hopefully, they do like a Miles Morales Spider-Man spinoff of Venom
Hmm.
for this, or just a whole ass game of Venom because
No.
you get to play for Venom for like maybe 30 minutes, and you're like, please give me more. And
Hmm.
wait, and it's a whole different game when you play as Venom. Whole
I
different game.
bet.
So yeah, there's nothing. They haven't announced anything definitive yet, but neither has fucking God of War. They haven't announced anything definitive for God of War Ragnarok DLC. Well, we know it's coming.
Oh, it is coming because
Yeah. There's supposed to be
2018
DLC
we got
for what's up?
2018 we got none.
No, we didn't. But there's supposed to be one for Ragnarok. Supposed to be.
Good shit.
And it's supposed to be like I heard rumors or read rumors that it's not supposed to be Kratos as the main character. It's probably gonna be Atreus, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, Spider-Man 2 maybe we'll have DLC probably, but it could be the Miles Morales type where it's more of like the same map but a different character. I hope it's Venom.
There you go. I'll even say this though. Back to the 2018 Peter Parker version, they had like 4 DLCs for that one. You
They
know,
did, yeah. So yeah, what's funny is that like I platinumed this game Spider-Man 2, and then I went back. I was like, how did I do it, Miles Morales? And I forgot. I actually saw this recently on like one of my old Facebook memories, and I said that I got every trophy in the game, but I have to go back to play. I have to go back and get like one trophy of like riding like Rhino in the very beginning of Miles Morales. Remember that? You have to hit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh
more
wow,
stuff. And I think that's the last trophy I had
wow!
to get, but I was like, I'll get back to it after I finish playing. I think it was God of War,
They never did.
and then I never went back to play. And I looked at like trophies. I was like, why the fuck didn't I? I'm gonna have to dig up the game and get the platinum. Because
Oh,
all the Insomniac games that I've played so far, I'm pretty sure I platinumed them. So
so that game also, I'm missing one plat, and it's the plat where you have to do you have to clear out a secret, you have to stealthily clear out a base, like you have to get a base without being detected.
yeah,
And I never did it, and I skipped it because when you beat it, you can't like go back, or you literally have to do New Game Plus to do it.
that's
So I just need one more base, and then I'll get the
bro.
plat. But
That is
I never did it.
literally what happened to me for Spider-Man 2. Because there was a thing where
Yeah.
you had to do like the web line takedowns, and I had like 15 of them done, but you needed 25, and I beat the brakes of the fucking game, and so like there's literally no part of the game where I could because they're all like I beat it so much that the only thing I could play was like the random fucking crimes, and you
Yeah,
can't use the web line takedowns like that in the random crimes.
yeah.
So I did literally restart the game, and as soon as I got the gadget to do that, within 10 minutes I got the fucking trophy and then my platinum.
Nice. Yeah, that shit is good, man. Insomniac goes fucking hard, man. I will even say this: now that they got Spidey 2 done, and everybody seems to fucking love it, it's in a year or so, people gonna be chomping at the bit for that fucking Wolverine game. God damn it,
Yeah, and also people seem to forget they just kind of fell off about the Infamous games.
Oh yeah,
Like people just forgot about it. The Infamous games were like they were so good. So
I
don't sleep
loved
on
all
those.
three of those. They went hard. They went hard as fuck. I would like to see a return to form because, yeah, those were on the PS1 and 2 were on the PS3, I believe.
Yeah, I
And
think so. No. One was on the PS3. Second one was on the PS4,
okay,
and that one
the
was really good. Oh wait, no, yeah.
the
Well, there was one, two, and then Second Son. Sorry, so I'm
yeah, yeah,
because
you're right. Because the Second Son one was a launch, almost a launch title for PS4, I believe, or close to
I
launch.
think so. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to see a fucking return to form because those are fun ass open worlds as well. So we'll see.
Let's see.
Um,
Wolverine's up there. I never played Stormland. Unspoken. Didn't play that shit either. There's a bunch of games on here I never played by them, by
but
Insomniac.
Insomniac, okay.
They also did Sunset Overdrive.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
I
and
have that game.
Resistance. Remember Resistance: Fall of Man? That was a
dude. That
great
Yeah.
series.
so the funny thing is, at the time, back in the PS3 era, Resistance went hard for all three of those games, and then it was always between them and God damn it, what
So
was that
I
one?
know what you're talking about too.
Killzone, Killzone.
Killzone. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Those are great
and they
too.
were, yeah, they were Killzone fans and they were Resistance fans. I loved them both. I couldn't choose between them. I've just played them all,
Same.
but I thought those franchises were going to continue into next generations. But we haven't seen a Killzone since PS4, and we haven't seen a Resistance since I think PS3.
That was a PS4 launch title.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. So, I'd love to see a return to form for both of those franchises. Now, I will say this: Sony
Oh,
did hype
hold
them
on, I'm
up.
sorry. Insomniac did not make Infamous.
Okay,
Who the fuck
that
made
was Sucker
Infamous?
Punch.
Oh,
Sucker
that was
Punch.
Sucker Punch. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say this though: with Resistance and fucking Killzone, they were of course touted as these Halo killers and Call of Duty killers. They were not. They
No,
did not, none of them like touched those, but
they
they
were
were fun.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they were fucking fun as shit. I'd love to see the return to form, but I don't know. It seems like people want to get they don't want to try to compete with other with Call of Duty or whatever.
Hold on.
Because even look at Battlefield.
So hold on. I'm looking at Sucker Punch now. And they have a solid thing too. So they have the Infamous games and Ghost of Tsushima,
Oh yeah,
and they haven't made a new game since Ghost of Tsushima. So yeah, they are overdue for not overdue. They're due for a
I
game
thought
soon.
I thought Ghost of Tsushima was Sucker Punch too.
It is Sucker Punch. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said Insomniac. My bad.
No. Sucker Punch did, because I thought that Insomniac did Infamous, but they didn't. It was Sucker Punch that did Infamous. They did Infamous, Sly Cooper, and Ghost of Tsushima, which is like, I mean,
Damn, Sly
that's
Cooper.
fucking
Holy
hit after
shit.
hit. So
Props to Sucker Punch with Ghost of Tsushima. Even though I still have to go back and play the campaign one, but
What
I
the
love the
fuck?
fact that everybody and their mamas like thought that it was just going to be a Assassin's Creed style open world samurai game, and it was great and all of that. But then they surprised everyone and just said, "Oh, by the way, here's some DLC. Oh, and there's
oh,
raids
Legends.
too."
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck?" And that shit was its own self-contained fucking game that went hard as shit. You know?
Yeah,
Bro,
Ghost of
first of
Tsushima.
all,
Go ahead.
hold on. I got to address this. What kind of Neanderthal are you to where you did not do the campaign for Ghost of Tsushima?
I mean, same as you
What the
not
fuck
playing
is wrong with
fucking
you?
Grand Theft Auto 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
got
fuck,
Grand.
man?
So the difference between me and him, Grand Theft Auto 5, I didn't buy until like 8 years later.
Okay.
With him, he bought Ghost of Tsushima day one or the weekend it came out, and all he did was multiplayer.
Yeah, here's what happened. I did start the campaign and I was liking it, but then almost all of you guys had already beaten the campaign really fucking quickly and you were on the multiplayer. And so I was like, well, I want to join the multiplayer, and I got it got its hooks in me. I was on that multiplayer for like 8-9 months and shit.
Yeah.
Like going hard.
This is crazy because like Ghost of Tsushima was a pandemic game.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember there was like that was like the beginning of the end for gaming for a little bit, because everybody kind of forgets that we had a really good gaming. Well, we had a pretty good gaming year for 2020, and then 2021 was kind of shit.
Yep.
And then things started like coming back in 2022 and after that. So yeah, and now this year has been like a fantastic year for gaming.
And I give the studios credit though, because like remember a lot of them had to be, not all the time, but some of them had to be in like the same office, and there was a lot of logistics to work out in terms of remote working and all of that other stuff. It was a hard time, so a lot of things got delayed for a year plus, 2 years sometimes.
Yeah, but this game was basically done because it came out in July 17th, 2020, and then the PS5 came out in like August 2020. So yeah, it was pretty much done when the pandemic started.
Yep. But that was wild ass fucking time, man. But yeah, we're gonna see. I hope there's some surprises at the Game Awards. I hope there's nobody rushing the fucking stage like a couple years ago.
They added security.
That's good.
Yeah.
What was that motherfucker talking about though? I can't remember.
It's probably something very serious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's about some kind of like conflict in some country somewhere.
Was it last year?
I feel it was
I
the one
have no idea.
It was the one who interrupted with Elden Ring. He did some
He seemed legit too.
He said some wild shit. I can't remember what the fuck it was, but it became some memes and shit. I can't remember what it was, but ruining fucking moments and shit.
That's wild. Yeah, I remember the meme. You got it?
I'm looking it up. There's a 15-year-old kid. Matan Even, a Jewish prankster, had no agenda other than to look something. Nah, it's fucking bullshit. All right.
Yeah, he did some bullshit, but it was funny bullshit. It became its own meme. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Oh, he shouted out Bill Clinton.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
It was random. It was random.
What? What the fuck?
It was random.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off stage. But yeah, I can't wait. I hope they do announce some fucking Ragnarok DLC. That could be fun as shit, you know?
Yeah, God of War is a special place in my heart. Always. I've been playing it since the first game. I played, I think, literally all of them. Yeah. Because I have the handhelds. So, yeah.
I loved when they took the handhelds and put them on, I think, the PS3. They put them in like on a disc.
Yeah, put them on disc. They put both games on a single disc.
Well, I mean, Chains of Olympus for me was like the best God of War game up until God of War 2018.
Okay.
Chains of Olympus was a PSP or PS. I think it was a PSP game.
PSP, because I have that. I have Chains of Olympus.
Yeah, I beat the brakes on that game. I was that
was
game
good
when I went to Djibouti in like 2007 or something like that. So yeah.
I will never forget the awesomeness of God of War fucking 3. That shit blew my fucking mind. Like
Yeah.
it looked too good to be on a PS3.
Wait,
Basically.
did you play the game from like the beginning, like the first ones?
Uh, I was a little late. I think I played them in order, but I was a little late. I wasn't like right at launch for one.
I mean, it's okay because honestly, I think you were probably going through college for at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, something like that. But I eventually played all of them though. I went
Yeah.
like 1, 2, 3, and then once the two PSP ones came out on PS3, I played those, and I was like, oh shit, these are way better than I thought they would be.
Yeah. That was amazing. This is the PlayStation Portal dropped like last week or whatever. I want to get one, but I have to figure out how I'm gonna pay this fucking mortgage payment first, and then maybe I'll get it. But Sony's handhelds had like really good games on them,
Yeah.
and a lot of people did not play them at all.
Yep.
So yeah, especially with like the God of War games were so fucking good. Like I said, Chains of Olympus was like the best up until like the latest iteration of God of War. You had PlayStation All Stars were on there as well. A bunch of other really great games. Fucking Uncharted, that really good game on there. Golden some shit.
Yeah, to me, that was one of the best. That one and the Killzone were some of the best on the Vita,
Yeah.
along with Persona 4 Golden. But they really missed out. They missed the boat by not having a God of War exclusive to the Vita. I think that would have helped it tremendously, especially around launch.
Oh yeah, for the Vita, yeah, because the PSP had the other two. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the Killzone was really good on. Is it like Killzone Mercenaries or something like that? I had that
Yeah.
for the Vita. Yeah.
That shit. But yeah, now I did see some shit online where the new one's called Portal. What the fuck?
PlayStation Portal.
Okay. Uh, allegedly, I don't know if this is verified, but allegedly it works quite well on even Wi-Fi on a plane.
It can, depending on like your download speeds. Yes, and it can work on your Wi-Fi hotspot too, just fine. So honestly, I should have I should have pre-ordered it when I first heard about it. I'll probably get one as soon as I figure out like finances after this month. But yeah, because it looks really good. The screen is not OLED, but the people are saying it's a really good screen. Honestly, it'd be nice to like play downstairs. Well, before it was even more of a big deal because the Infinity Base has been outside of my house for my past two houses.
Yep.
And now I'm back in a house. But still, being able to play it like wherever I want would be nice to do again.
Yep. Oh, before I forget, tell us you started off the show with some HOA story.
Oh, so yeah, we moved into our new place, and honestly, it's a townhouse. It's a big townhouse, but we were trying to buy a place for a while, and this one, it was between this and like another one. We ended up getting this one, and we knew that we're gonna move into like an HOA thing. I'm not a fan of HOAs. I never will be. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't like HOAs. So anyway, the first night we were here, not even fucking 12 hours. We got all our stuff like in the house. We moved a bunch of boxes. The movers, because we hired movers, and they just moved a bunch of stuff in the garage. So our garage was full. We couldn't fit our cars in. Not even one car in there. Not even my fucking motorcycle would have fit in there at the time. And I had to leave a motorcycle at our old place. And so after like a very long fucking day, we went to sleep. And not even 12 hours later, they towed Kay's car from, because she was parked in a visitor spot. We had one visitor's thing on, like one visitor's like placard or whatever. I put it in my car. And they towed her car. And I was like, dude, no warning, no nothing. They didn't want to see if these people might live here. You had somebody moving in, that same day. No, nothing. So
fucking Nazis, goddamn.
Yeah, and it cost over $400 to get it out of.
God dang.
Yeah, and like she called the HOA, she called the police department, she called the number that was on the sign that said this is a private parking lot. The parking lot, they were like, oh, we don't cover Chula Vista. The police couldn't help. The HOA, they were closed for the weekend, so.
God.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so she had to pay an extra day, and it was just like not a great start. to this, and there's already like home ownership woes with the house, but it's minor shit so far that I can just deal with. But it's fucking annoying, and we have a home warranty, so it's not going to be like anything, not a huge deal, but it's just having to deal with getting a car towed the first day living here, not even the first whole day.
Dude, I am not trying to one up at all. And this is not my personal story, but when I was living over in Roseville, just north of Sacramento,
When you commuted fucking 35 days to get to work.
Yep, sure did. One of my neighbors, who's actually a police officer, got his fucking cop car towed for parking in the visitor place. I had never seen that shit before.
Cop car towed.
A literal cop car towed. I was like, holy shit, the balls on you guys. Like, that takes some cojones, goddammit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, some HOAs do not give a single, solitary, ever-loving fuck.
Yeah, I don't have nice things to say about HOAs. Because there's a lot of like racist shit that comes along with it. And like NIMBY shit, and it's just like, whatever. We needed to like move out of the place that we're at, because we're at month to month, and my previous experience of like temporary sort of housing was not a great experience. So we needed to buy something kind of as soon as possible, and this ended up being the one. So hopefully equity will build up in the next year, and the rates will go down. That'd be nice, because our rates are not as high as most people's, but it's it's more than double of what it was in my old place, and that equals thousands with an S dollars more than what I paid for my old place. So for our mortgage.
Yeah, these rates are fucking ridiculous. They really are.
Oh, but Deutsche Bank recently expected the rates to come down in the second half of 2024. Actually, before that. That's just one Deutsche Bank. So, that's some German bank. They don't fucking know. But we'll see. All signs point to like it'll probably come down, because honestly the housing market is not really improved, because the cost to build a house is up too. The cost to borrow money for your business, like most businesses have to borrow money, and right now the interest rates are so high that you're going to see like a lot of businesses going out of business. Like you've already seen it.
Yep.
You're seeing them lay off lots of employees, because borrowing is so much more expensive, and the companies that are building houses are building less because interest rates are so fucking high. Borrowing money is so high to build these houses, so.
Which is exactly the polar fucking opposite that we need, especially in coastal California.
Yeah, we need more houses here. We have a huge unhoused issue here. That's a lot to do with a scarcity of affordable housing. And if you're not building more houses, then you're always nobody wants to build affordable housing.
Nope.
When you're in a scarcity environment, so they got to fix that.
Yeah, for certain. And here's what I'll say too, just in terms of affordable housing, it's okay to build an apartment building that has a whole lot of 1 and 2 bedroom units. Like that's housing. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I think especially if you're reading the room or the country, is that people are getting married less and less, and having less and less kids. So you don't need to have this single family home fucking build out for most Americans, because yes, I have a family. Yes, I want a single family home, but there's a vast majority of Americans, they don't need something like that. They don't need a huge backyard. They don't even want a fucking, a single family home. So why the fuck we keep building these things and zone for these fucking things? Yeah,
there's some racist reasons for it, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
What
do you mean, you people?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Not in my backyard.
God, yeah, that's NIMBY. All right, let's wrap it. What you got popping this week, old ninja?
I'm watching more Blue-Eyed Samurai. I'm doing just some chilling this week, because it's been a very tumultuous year and month. I'm prepping to go to Las Vegas in like 5 days.
Oh shit!
So I'm prepping to do because we're driving, so I'm prepping up for that and getting my stuff, get my Switch ready. I actually bought another game for my Switch because I only had one game, so I bought another one.
What'd you get?
I'll have the Mario Party,
Okay.
so I can play.
It's not
Yeah, I
great in
bought
the
it for
car,
like.
all right.
It's not great in the car, but it's good for like the kid. I play at my cousin's house, so the kids can play, and they like playing and being a part of like we do family night, so it's great for families. And I got that one for them.
You went Dominic Toretto with that shit. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a flying car, at least not
Oh,
yet.
okay.
So,
Not yet.
I can't go into space. Yeah, so well, I don't know if I go to Vegas and win this money. We'll see.
And
I plan on doing some more zombies. I do want to. I'm planning on finishing Blue Eye Samurai by the weekend. I've been watching Foundation because I'm close to the end of season 2. I started watching. We didn't talk about this, but I started watching Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. It's actually pretty fucking good.
Okay.
So it's on Apple TV. It's only 4 episodes now. The new episode airs on Friday. I may catch the latest episode in a few days, but we shall see. I may try to Twitch out this weekend if I have time, but I will be playing some zombies, hopefully with the squad. I play like different days with different podcast members, so it's not always not everybody can be there. It's pretty funny actually, but yeah, that's kind of it. Oh, I keep telling myself I'm going to start Resident Evil 4. I never do. Maybe I will this weekend. We shall see. But yeah, that's kind of it for me.
shit, RE4 remake is awesome. Kronos, what you got?
I have, just still moving in. We have our Jamboree is going down in the high desert next weekend. I should have pulled the goddamn thing up before I started talking. Give me 1 second so I can pull it up. That's more than a second. What are you're supposed to fill in the time when I say that? Give me a second.
You're supposed to do it. I can't see your screen. I thought that was there. What's this? What Jamboree? Yeah, isn't Jamboree a store?
No. It's called the Jamboree, the Desert Jamboree, because it's a Jamboree, because it's for Rescue Residents. It's our first festival that we're doing. It's going to be out in Thermal, California, which is in the desert. 21 Arrows Ranch is the address. It will be there on, I believe, the 8th through the 9th, or maybe just the 9th. And so we're going to have, we're going to throw a party. It's like a fucking festival. We're going to have food. We're going to have bands. We're going to have ambulances. They're going to get, kind of like a showcase of like how you see like an ambulance go from like an ambulance to an actual like living fucking RV that you can live in. So
may I make a recommendation since you'll be in the high desert?
Go ahead.
Do not invite Trevor from GTA 5.
Yes.
That motherfucker will shit.
Oh, damn.
I mean, he was going to be the crack dealer, so... I'm just kidding. He's not going to be the crack dealer. It's me. I'm not.
You're all...
No, so yeah, we're trying to... we're putting this on next weekend. I'm coming down on the 8th or the 9th, depending on what the days are going to be. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the 8th. If it's the 8th, that's when we're going to start, then I'll be there on the 8th. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing people there, Papa Bear, everybody else from Rescue Residents. We have a bunch of interns that have put in a lot of work for Rescue Residents to get this thing started. They helped us with grants. They helped us with a lot of other, like, legwork. Papa Bear he hit the ground running doing all this shit. And I think he's doing fantastic work putting this on. So yeah, I look forward to coming down and seeing everybody and seeing how this is all going to go. So if y'all want to see, if you're in California, you're near Thermal, California, which is somewhere in the desert, the high desert. I'm thinking like the Mojave Desert is where it's going to be. So it's just one of those. There's like a bunch of small towns out there, and that's one of them. It's Thermal. I think it's near. God damn it! There was a movie that was set out near there, our TV show. Anyway, I'll send out like the invites and all that stuff. They gotta buy tickets and stuff like that. So,
Thermal is around the corner from buttfuck Egypt, California.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's that part of California. So, people live there still.
Yes.
and I look forward to going out there and seeing everybody. So, all right, that's all I got. Other than that, shit. Happy birthday to Riley.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
God damn it, there's one last thing I wanted to say before I left, but I can't fucking remember. Whatever. I lost it. Go ahead, man.
No worries. For me, I'm fucking back on the mend with my goddamn back, so I'm really happy about that. I'm gonna do way more stretching and try to get limber in my old fucking age. And I really appreciated Kronos and the giant family coming through for
Didn't even
Thanksgiving.
talk about it. The whole podcast.
Yeah. Dude, it was
No.
like we had like 56, 58 people. It was crowded as fuck, but really good time. Lots of good food, lots of hanging out. It was just awesome to see a whole bunch of people interacting, multi-generational, lots of shit talking. Yeah, it was just fun. Just
Playing
really fun.
games and shit. It was great.
Yeah, man. So really love doing that. Finally doing another big Thanksgiving. And once you say you live in San Diego, everybody wants to come through. So it was nice. You
It's
know?
a serious like vacation spot. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Y'all already know. Once Comic Con rolls around next year, one of y'all is getting a possibly unwanted house guest.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it's all good.
But other than that, yeah, looking forward to a few more zombies and really just fucking hanging out. Goddamn it! Looking forward to these game awards for next year, and then I really got to just catch up on some gaming. I want to try out, dip my toe into Baldur's Gate. You know, I have this feeling it's gonna win a whole bunch of awards this year for Game of the Year.
It's either gonna suck you in really, like it's gonna control your life, or you're just gonna be like, fuck this game. But
Yeah. I know you're 1,000% right. I know it's good. I'm either gonna love it or hate it. Probably instantly. I'll be like, why did I waste my money? Or this is the greatest thing ever.
Oh, no, you're gonna. I think honestly, when you see the first cutscene, you're like, I'm in, like balls deep in, because like I mean the villain thing you see in the beginning, it looks like fucking Cthulhu. So
yeah, there you go. And it got its hooks into a hobby quite a bit, man. But I lost him for like 5-6 months as soon as that.
he's been well, he was hopping around, but that was his mainstay for weeks.
Yeah,
So
months. But that's all I got, man. Take us out, old ninja. Goddammit.
all right, you just experienced Black and Black Times Infinity, the dankest podcast on the internet. Check us out anywhere and everywhere. BThanBTI. That's BTHANBTI. Anywhere you consume your podcast. Just if you're listening to us via audio, we go live every Wednesday, 8:30 ish Pacific time on YouTube, so you can watch us live and actually be a part of the discussion. You can actually ask us questions live and whatnot. Check out our official website, benheadproductions.com/BTI. Email us, bthanbti@gmail.com. And we actually have a Discord. You have to be invited to the Discord. Make sure you have a Discord account and all that stuff. And email us. Let us know you want to join
the
Discord.
Sorry.
But let's say
No, you're already going to say it. You're already in the middle of it. My bad.
He's got the script.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Well,
it was my fault. Sorry, go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. Prodigy, what are you saying?
If you are going to email us, please do not send any type of pics of you shitting in a urinal. Just don't do it.
Oh, yeah. No,
stop yourself right now. Like, I don't want to see that shit.
I don't want to see that either.
I know you think it's talented.
I mean, if you want to send that, it's at Cthulhu's Prodigy at gmail.com. Just
send it to Twitter. Yeah, sorry. Send it to him on the platform formerly known as Twitter. Yeah. We're on there too.
Man,
so there you go.
It's never a sane person doing it. Never is.
Of course not. It's like a collection. It's like a billboard. Which I don't want to see.
I bet you Nancy Reagan shitting in a urinal.
Oh
no!
Throat goat.
Throat
goat. Say her name right. Say her name right.
Damn.
Just I said it.
He did. I didn't say it.
All right. I guess we out, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, we got Prodigy, Cronus, and Old Ninja.
Peace.
Rest in peace, Kissinger.
What do you be talking about? We'll talk about it next week.
No, we didn't.
The logo's already gone. Later.